I used to think if I just loved people well enough, they would love me the same way. I wasn't keeping score or anything. I just believed that the care that I gave would just naturally come back to me. It did not. For most of my life, I made sure everyone around me was okay. I listened, I encouraged, I celebrated people, I checked on them. I carried things they never even knew they had placed on my shoulders. And I did it willingly because that's just who I am. After my divorce, things got really quiet. I isolated myself, partly because I was embarrassed, partly because I was trying to figure out who I was without the life I thought that I would have forever. Some of my friends knew what had happened, and they cared. But they also assumed Renae will be okay because I had always been okay. Or at least that's what I had taught everybody to believe. One day I was sitting at home alone and a thought crossed my mind. I will never forget it. I asked myself, if I fell down these stairs today, how long would it take before somebody realized that something was wrong? That question broke my heart. Not because I believed no one loved me, but because I realized I had built a life where everyone believed that I never needed anything. That day, I also realized something else. For years, I had expected people to love me the way I loved them, to notice what I noticed, to anticipate needs the way that I did, to show up the way I would have shown up. And that expectation was hurting me. Not because people were cruel, but because they weren't me. They didn't have the same capacity, the same wiring, the same instinct to care for everyone around them. Once I understood that, I just stopped measuring people's love by my own ability to give it. But the greatest lesson came next, because sitting in that silence, I had a choice. I could spend the rest of my life waiting for someone to rescue me from the darkness. Or I could be the person I had spent my whole life being for everyone else. That's the day I stopped waiting. Not because I stopped believing in people, not because I became hardened, but because I realized my healing couldn't depend on someone else's arrival. So I started showing up for myself. I became the person who checked on me, the person who encouraged me, the person who celebrated me, the person who rested when I was tired, the person who reminded me that I mattered too. And slowly, The life I kept hoping someone else would help me build became the life I started building myself. So if you're waiting for someone to finally choose you, to rescue you, to see you even, to convince you that your life matters, I hope you hear me. You deserve love. You deserve community. You deserve people who show up for you. But while you're waiting for those relationships to grow, don't abandon yourself. Become the light you've been waiting for. Because sometimes the person who saves your life is the version of you who finally decides, I'm coming back for her. I'll see you next time.